everyone, it's Rosie from Talking About BPD. Welcome to day 11 of DBT Skills. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. So today I'm going to talk about one of the skills from interpersonal effectiveness, which is all about managing relationships and communication. And the skill is known as the FAST skill, F-A-S-T. And this is a skill that you can use to maintain self-respect and make sure that you're looking after yourself when you're in a discussion with somebody or even a conflict with somebody or some sort of disagreement. That's what the DBT book says. But I also think it's just useful generally most of the time in communication anyway. So this DBT skill is an acronym, F-A-S-T. And first of all, F, it stands for fair. So when you're having a conversation with somebody or a discussion, and it might be involving a bit of conflict, you need to be fair, not only to the other person, but you also need to remember to be fair to yourself. For a lot of people with BPD, including myself, it can be really easy to overlook your own needs and maybe be fairer to the other person than to yourself. However, the FAST skill is all about being fair to yourself as well as another person. So even if it doesn't feel natural to you, this skill is a way of challenging you to be fair to yourself. So it's about looking after your own needs and not just the other person's needs. So A stands for apology. And in true DBT style, it actually stands for no apology, but they just take the A. So it's F-A-S-T and the A is for apologies. And it stands for no repeated apologies. So quite often, a lot of people will apologise many times on many different days for weeks on end, constantly apologising. And I'm one of those people because I often feel ashamed and embarrassed and guilty like all the time. It's so easy for me to just apologise non-stop, and that actually creates more problems for me and for the other person, even though it's often my natural tendency to just say sorry over and over. However, if an apology is warranted, you've done something wrong, you've broken your values, somebody's got hurt as a result of your actions, then of course apologise. Because it can be really helpful for you and for the other person and for the relationship, of course. However, repeated apologising, the FAST skill is not advocating that. You are not allowed to repeatedly apologise in DBT. And my therapist definitely made me stick to that. So F and A are done, and now we're on to S. So S stands for stick to your values. So this part of the FAST skill is all about making sure that what you say and what you do are actually what you want, that they are actually in line with what you find meaningful and what you find important in your life. So the S here, stick to your values, is a really good reminder to not agree or commit or do something that you're not actually happy with, or that will not actually make your life feel meaningful and rich and good and sit well with you. So, for example, say you're having a discussion about housework, I don't know, like with a partner or family member or with a flatmate. If you said that you were happy to do like 80% of the housework, for example, and you said, yeah, sure, like I'm happy to do that, would you actually be sticking to your values? Like personally for me, no, because my value is equality in relationships, and I would want to see a bit more balance than that. Obviously that's not to say like other people's relationships might be 80-20 with housework if that works for them. For me, no, it would need to be 50-50. So if I agreed to 80-20 as a balance, it would be not in line with my values, which would lead to resentment, anxiety, upset, problems in a relationship. So sticking to your values, as hard as it may be and as scary as it may be to voice what your values are and to stick to them, it's really worth it in the long term. So that discomfort of speaking your mind and saying what's right for you, the discomfort initially is well worth the it's worth the payoff, because the payoff is feeling honest with yourself and having a smoother relationship down the line. And finally, we've done F, A, S, and now on to T. So T stands for truthful. So this part of the acronym, excuse me, is not about saying that people with BPD are liars and that they need to be truthful because they're often telling fibs about things. The way I see this a part of the acronym is that it's about being truthful with yourself as well as being truthful with the other person. So not leaving out something just because it's uncomfortable for you to say it. So I am like chronically honest in all my relationships, like especially my romantic relationship, because I if I feel it, I say it, and I just find my life so much simpler that way. Just to be truthful about things just makes things so much easier for me personally, and it just feels so much more comfortable that you're not hiding anything. So sticking to the truth, it's just a way of making sure that any conflicts or any disagreements that you're having are being aired properly, and that nothing's going to come out later down the line that's going to be uncomfortable or that's going to make you feel like you held something back that needed to be said. So that's just my take on the fast skill. I don't know if it matches exactly the DBT book word for word. I would love to know how you use the fast skill, if you use it, or if you're new to it. I'd love to know what you think as well. So yeah, I hope you'll join me back here for another video later, and yeah, bye!